Do I have any credentials? No. Am I the most amazing person at makeup? No, but stay with me. We're doing just a simple everyday makeup routine for the girlies who aren't makeup artists, who aren't beauty gurus, who just want, you know, pretty much like their face, but better. I'll make sure whatever I use today ends up in my like to know it links in the description. So if you want to try out the same products or the same routine so we can do it together, it'll be down below. I've already moisturized. I use the Cerave or Cerave Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This stuff is beautiful. I love it. This is almost empty. I'm at the point where I'm taking out the little dropper and like putting it on my skin that way. I don't know if that's gross, but I'm the only one using it, so whatever. Now that we've moisturized, we are on to the primer. This is the primer that I have recently started using. It's the NYX Marshmellow Primer. First of all, packaging, so cute, matching the pink branding. But it also smells good, and I think it does a really good job of just like, this is what it looks like. I think it does a really good job of like keeping my makeup on for a long time. I've used like e.l.f. primers in the past and I really like those too. Specifically, I think it's like the putty primer. I think that was big on TikTok in like 2020. I finally hit pan on that. So I got this NYX one recently and I've been loving it. It just feels really smooth and nice on my skin. We are gonna let this primer sink in for a minute, do its thing before putting on foundation. So while we're waiting for this, we are gonna wet our beauty blender. If you use a dry beauty blender, I mean, good for you. Live your life, whatever works for you. Could not be me. I have to have a wet beauty blender. Otherwise, I feel like I can see all the little like textures from the beauty blender. It doesn't sit as well on my face. Like, the makeup's just not makeuping when that happens, so we're gonna wet this and let the primer do its thing. I wanted to show you the foundation I'm gonna be using. So it's the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is my holy grail. I've been using this for years. It's color correcting, full coverage cream, and it also has SPF 50, which I love. I believe I am the color light neutral, and it's just so nice. So I just pump it like directly onto my skin. As I said, I'm not a like beauty guru, so if I'm doing that wrong, who cares? It gets the job done. I suffer from redness, in case you can't tell. My skin is like always red. I don't know if it's rosacea or like just, you know, my Irish English heritage, but we are rocking with some very rosy skin. So because of that, this is really nice that it's like full coverage, but it doesn't feel super heavy. And we make sure to bring it down our neck so everything matches, because the worst is when your neck doesn't match your face. I also have very veiny eyelids, and very dark circles under my eyes. I do need to get a new concealer, so if you guys have any recs, please let me know. But for the meantime, we're just gonna kind of keep it light and do the best we can. This is the Keys skincare like eyebrow wand. This is Alicia Keys's company. I worked with them in the past, so they sent me a bunch of skincare, and this is one of my favorite products from them. So I don't mind my natural eyebrows. I don't really fill them in too much. I'm sure I could a little bit. I honestly kind of just, you know, feather them up. And then I go in with just like a spoolie after that, so there's not like a bunch of like excess product, and honestly just kind of bring them down a little bit. I don't like them super feathery. I know some people look really good with that. I'm not one of those people. So I just kind of tame them back down a little bit. Might not look that big of a difference to you, but it makes me feel better. Eyebrows, you know, they're sisters, not twins. Eyebrows are done. Next up is bronzer. I use the Tower28 Sculptino. I think Broad is the shade. It looks like this. She's a little worse for wear. I honestly just kind of dab a little bit on a brush. Suck those cheeks in. do my chin, help with a little sculpting there. And then I also do like the top of my forehead, and I'll do a little bit on the sides of my nose as well, nothing too crazy. And the trick is to always swoop up. I learned that like years ago. I feel like maybe like Andrea Russett or something taught me that, but it's better to swoop up so your features are lifted rather than if you're pulling down on your skin. It just makes everything look better and more tight. We've added on some bronzer. I like to just do the highlighter right like on top, and this is Colourpop Stick Light in the shade Glazy. So I actually got this for my mom last time I was home. She was looking for new makeup and I was like, ooh, that looks fun. Was showing her like, you know, how to highlight and everything. Yeah, so just like pretty much like right on top of the cheekbones, and then I do a tiny bit on my nose. And she really liked it, and I was like, oh my god, it looks so good on you. So I also bought it. It's super affordable, and I feel like it just does a really nice job blending everything in. So I kind of like almost blend the bronze and the highlight together so it seems more, you know, seamless, really melts it to the foundation. Next, I'm gonna do my eyelash curler before I do any, you know, eyeshadow, that kind of thing, because I don't want it to rub off. So just gonna put it in this torture contraption. I used to be like, these don't work. Like, what is everyone talking about? Why does everyone own these? But you can see the difference. Like, it just really helps lift and shape them in a way that doing just mascara just does not. For eyeshadow, honestly, sometimes I'll just put a little bronzer on there. But if we're feeling, you know, a little bit more fancy, I use this Rare Beauty eyeshadow stick. It's in the shade 3F2. Not sure what one that is, but it got sent to me in a PR package and it's really pretty. I'll show you. I don't like to do too much because obviously I'm not like, you know, going out on the town or anything, but I honestly just kind of use it like a little crayon on my eyelids. I'll take my little eyeshadow brush and kind of just fix it up. Just adds, you know, a little dimension and a little sparkle to the eyes. I also forgot to do blush. I am not a huge blush girl. I know some girls like really go all in for it, and more power to them. However, as someone with rosy red skin already, it doesn't always look the best, but I do love this blush. It's also from Tower28. It's called Beach Please After Hours. Just looks like this. It's a really pretty color, and I just dab, honestly, the littlest bit to the apples of my cheeks. And then honestly, sometimes I put a little on my nose to give a little like sun-kissed look. Now, if you are expecting a tutorial on eyeliner, you will not find that here. I have three strikes against me. One, my hands shake like nobody's business. Two, I can't draw like a straight line. And three, I have hooded eyes. So we're not doing that. We're gonna skip right to mascara. It's Tower28. I promise this is not sponsored. I love a sponsorship, Tower28, but I just love their products so much. And this one is perfect. It is the Make Waves mascara in the color Drift. So it's this nice brown mascara, and I like that for more like, you know, casual days. Sometimes I'll do black mascara. I have been using the Ilia mascara, and that's been really nice. But when it's just like, you know, more casual, we go for brown. So I'm gonna embarrass myself by putting this on and getting it all over my eyelid. I'm just gonna take you off camera for a sec. Mascara has been successfully added and excess has been removed with a Q-tip. I do such an embarrassingly messy job at mascara, so I didn't think you needed to see that. Next up, I am going to set everything with the One Size On Till Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray. This stuff is magic. A makeup artist used this on me recently. I was in a wedding. I got my makeup done at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was still on at 11 o'clock at night. Like, I need to buy a full-size bottle of this for sure. It honestly smells and sprays like hairspray. So the first time I used it, I kind of panicked because I was like, oh my God, did I use hairspray on my face? Yeah, this is just how it is. And I love her. And we are coming to a close, people. Last but not least, we're adding a little lip color. Summer Fridays lip butter balms. Bury me with my collection, please. I have far too many to count that I bought like over the years, and they're just so good. I just can't get enough. So this one is the one that's in vanilla beige, so it just has a little bit of a tint. Okay, headband is off, and here's the final look. I hope that you guys love it as much as I do. I feel like it just gives glowy and sun-kissed without being anything too crazy. I used, I think, like, what, less than 10 products. It takes like 10 minutes, and I think it's just like a nice, like, elevated natural look, if you will. But yeah, let me know any of your tips. Please do not criticize me because I will cry because I'm sensitive. If you have any products that you like or any tips, please let me know. Otherwise, you can check the links down below and we can do our makeup together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your morning, noon, or night, wherever we're at. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.